Hi, thanks for tuning in to Connie Talk. My name is Connie Pastorius, and today we are going to talk about one of the first things that I work with my fitness coaching clients on, and it is getting organized in the kitchen. So for my guest host today, I have a certified KonMari organizing expert. Her name is Michele, and she is going to talk to us today about the benefits of using the KonMari Method and how we can get more organized in the kitchen so we can meal prep more efficiently and just all together live a more relaxed and awesome life. So thank you so much for joining me, Michele, and tell me a little bit about your origin story, what got you to where you are now, and what the name of your business is.
Okay, hi, I'm Michele, and the name of my business is The Closet Whisperer, and I'm a certified KonMari professional organizer. I got into this a couple of years ago as a passion project. I have always been naturally drawn to decluttering and organizing, and did it like I'm kind of one of those people who might clean and organize for fun or to relax. And I always was interested in other methods. And I came across Marie Kondo's book when she blew up and published her book. And I tried her method and I was like, wow, this really is, something different and something better than I've seen before. And I was super enthusiastic and decluttered my home and set it up using her method, and shared it with a lot of people who also were enthusiastic about it. And I was a teacher and a dean at the time in Brooklyn. My background is in education, and I've been an educator for 20 years. And I pretty much was just doing it with friends and family. Like, you have to try this, or somebody would contact me and, oh, do you want to help me set up my home office? Just sort of friendly projects like that. And then at some point, I came across an interview with Marie Kondo, and she said that she was training consultants, that she was doing seminars where you could become certified in her method. And researched it, found out there was one coming up in New York City, and registered for it and became certified. And up until that moment, it had not clicked in my mind that this was a career, or this was something that, I could actually do on a larger scale. So it was really eye-opening for me, and a wonderful, wonderful experience. And so I became certified. I took her seminar and went through the process of being certified, and I've been doing that for a couple years since then.
Very cool. It's so cool to hear that after 20 years of having a career, that you still had the opportunity to discover what makes you really passionate and to pursue it. So I'm really happy to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you.
So something that a lot of people either might not know or only know from the TV show. So I certainly want to learn more. What is the KonMari Method? What does it look like, and how is it different from other organization methods?
I think that what makes it really different from other methods is that you declutter by category and not by location. So most people, when they say, okay, I want to purge or I want to declutter, they go room by room or area by area. And the Marie Kondo method has you declutter in category order. So you start with clothing, then you would move on to books, then paper, then kimono, which means miscellany. So then it's all of the miscellaneous items broken out by category, like kitchen, bathroom, electronics, hobby, seasonal, etc. And the last being sentimental, any sentimental items. And what's great about this method is that you don't really realize how many of the same items you have throughout your home. And is quite a profound impact when you pull all of the items out of a particular category and just see how much you really have in one swoop. So that's one thing that really differentiates it. And with each category, you declutter first. So you go through each item. You also go through each item physically, like you actually have to touch and hold and handle each item. And the guiding question determining whether to keep it or discard it is, does it bring me joy? And that can be reframed in lots of ways. Do I love this? Am I looking forward to wearing it again? Is it in good condition? Would I pay 4 times more for it if I saw it today? All kinds of different questions that help you tap into how you really feel about that item. Or, for other items, is it useful? Do I really enjoy using this? Does it really make my task easier? Which that comes in handy a lot for kitchen items, where it may not be so much like a joy factor, but how essential and how useful certain things are. So you go through all your items and you discard them with a sense of gratitude, with a sense of, like, I'm so glad that that I've had this and that I've gotten really good use out of it. Or conversely, I'm so glad I realized that this isn't my color, or that I'm not going to make pasta from scratch, or I'm not going to start a scrapbook, or like whatever, like, these items that we tend to hold on to because they're aspirational, or because somebody gave them to us, or we paid a certain amount of money for them. So whatever it is that you realize in that moment, being grateful for it and then discarding it. And then I think the last key thing that really differentiates Marie Kondo is that once you have minimized your belongings, you decide on a home for each and every item. So then you tackle your storage. Where am I going to keep these things? And once you decide that this is going to go there, it always will go there. So you always will know where things are, even if you are not putting them back, every single moment. When you do say, okay, I want to put everything back, it's a very quick process because everything has a home. There's no more junk drawer. It's not like, oh, I'm just going to shove it all here. You've thought out what is the best and most sensible place for storing everything.
That's really cool. And I love this idea of connecting your emotions, and specifically in a way of gratitude to these things, and not so much in a way as that we are emotionally bound to them, but appreciating the service they provided, or the sentiment that came with them, and then releasing them. So it's kind of like still maintaining the positive energy that the item provided. Which sounds, it's really nice. That way we aren't just looking at things that we have as junk and just chucking it out into the garbage. So that's a really cool way to look at things and possessions. That's really neat. Exploration.
Yeah, I would add too, like if the backstory of that very quickly is that she's Japanese, and in the Japanese religion, in Shinto, objects have energy and have a soul. So this whole idea of being grateful for your items and keeping them with care and storing them with care, or discarding them with care, is not only is it very positive and mindful, like you're saying, but it comes from this belief that your objects are not just lifeless objects. And that really resonates with me as well.
That's really great. Okay, so my next question then would be, whenever someone does start, or whenever somebody does organize or tries to start organizing, what is something that they often get completely wrong about the approach towards organizing?
I think not really thoroughly decluttering before you organize is probably the biggest mistake. I think people are in a hurry to see results and get it done. And it is often it gets worse before it gets better sort of moment, where you have to really let things go first and then decide on where you want to keep them. Because if your cabinets or drawers or, your space in general is just, full of things that you're not really using, then you're not really going to be able to organize as well as you should.
That's actually a really interesting point that you made with people want to see results fast. So in the organizing case, maybe they're just continually reshuffling and removing around things that they really don't need. This is a really big point in fitness. Whenever someone really wants to, say, lose 10 pounds, but they haven't thought through every aspect of what weight loss means. So adjusting your schedule, making sure you're eating the right foods, making sure you're moving in the right ways. So it's a really cool complementary kind of mindset to really start in the right place and do things in the right order. So that's a really awesome point that you made. So if somebody was just starting out with this method, and they just wanted to take one step, do one thing today, what is the first thing that they could do?
So actually the first thing that I like to do with people, and I think it's really beneficial, is to do some goal setting, vision boarding, like some type of, depending on what your method is, but really allow yourself to spend a little bit of time asking yourself, what is my ideal home? What is my ideal life? And really like let yourself go, and you can do it journaling, drawing, just thinking, whatever is your style. But, how do I want my home to feel? What would I like to do with my free time when I'm in my home? And I think that letting yourself think about those things is a really important step, because it will help you along the process in terms of having a goal. And also it will help you just, get in touch with what you really want, because the underlying idea here is, for your home to be your sanctuary, and for you to feel, really good in your own home, and for you to be surrounded by things that inspire you and things that you love, and to create really good energy. So I think that that's something that anybody can do. You just need like even half an hour is great, to just sit down and create a vision.
Excellent point, and definitely something that like I touch upon as well with my clients. And
I imagine.
Yeah, so starting with your why do you do this? Why do you want this in the first place? If someone
Right.
says, I want to be able to be good at making smoothies, that's a really that's a topical like goal. Why do you want to make smoothies? Oh, because I want to nourish my body and have a live healthy. And oh, why do you want to nourish your body? Oh, because I haven't for a long time and I want to lose 10 pounds, or I want to build strong muscle. I want to be a good example for my children. And finding those really solid whys allows us to come back whenever we get distracted or stressed out and wondering like, am I really doing this? Is there a point to all this? What's my why? Oh, because this is what I want. And the idea of making your home a sanctuary where you can come home at the end of the day, that really aligns with, I'm a yoga teacher for the last 10 years. So yoga philosophy is a lot in what I do. So having a space to feel grounded and yours, and a safe, comfortable space is just like a sanctuary. And having the Marie Kondo method sounds like it really aligns with that, which is really exciting, because the show shows it in one certain light, but to really have somebody explain it like you did makes it seem even more special and more important to integrate into your healthy lifestyle, for sure. So something I always want to ask my interviewees is, I would love to know a fun fact about you that not a lot of people know. So tell me.
So a fun fact about me that not a lot of people know, I was on a TV commercial. So I was on a Rice Krispies commercial when I was like in first grade or something.
That's
Yeah. So like,
awesome.
which is something I never think about, but I guess it's a fun fact because, you know, just nobody knows it. And it's fun for even me to think about it. Like I was on a TV commercial.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Do you remember like the shoot and the recording? Like, do you remember the whole experience or little bits at least?
Very little, but I do remember a little bit, and I have like a vague memory, of being on set and wearing like a white turtleneck sweater or top. But not much, but yeah.
That's so awesome. And I bet somewhere on the internet that commercial
I
exists. So
know.
I'm gonna go find it.
I have to look for it. I really need to look for it.
Oh, that's so cool. Thanks so much for meeting with me today. And
Sure.
tell us how we can get in touch with you to learn more, to reach out, or to hire you for your services, because
Sure.
you're right here in Brooklyn. You're so close.
Yes. I can give you my website information and my email first. So
Mhm.
my website is theclosetwhisperer.co. It's not .com, so sometimes people um, don't find it because of that. And it's all lowercase letters, so it's just theclosetwhisperer.co. And my email is Michele with one L, so Michele at theclosetwhisperer.co. And I can also, and so those are the best ways to find me. And on my website, I also give like more information about the KonMari Method and FAQs and, some other information. And yeah, you can email me. I'm going to, like many people right now, start to do virtual coaching as well, because of this current moment that we're in. So that's a new thing I'm offering. And yeah, so please reach out. I would love to, hear from anybody who finds this stuff exciting because I love it.
Very cool. Thanks so again, Michele. It was a real pleasure talking to you.
Thank you.
And of course, so if you like what you're hearing here, be sure to subscribe to Connie Talk, and I will post all of Michele's information in the comment section below. Stay strong, mamas. I will see you in the city.